Atomic Blonde, 2017, unfolds amidst the escalating tensions of the Cold War set in November 1989, just days before the fall of the Berlin Wall. The narrative centers on Lorraine Broughton, a highly skilled MI6 spy dispatched to Berlin on a critical mission. With the Cold War reaching a fever pitch, the stakes have never been higher. The story begins with the shocking murder of James Gascoigne, a British intelligence officer, at the hands of Yuri Broughton, a KGB agent. Gascoigne holds the list, a microfilm concealed within a Swiss watch detailing the identities of covert operatives in Berlin. The potential exposure of this information could dangerously extend the Cold War. MI6 is particularly concerned that Broughton might sell the list to the highest bidder, posing a dire threat to Western intelligence operations. In a crucial debriefing with MI6 Eric Gray and CIA agent Emmett Kurzfeld, Lorraine receives orders to locate the list and eliminate Satchel, a double agent who has been revealing British intelligence to the Soviets over the years. Lorraine arrives in Berlin. Upon her arrival in West Berlin, Lorraine meets David Percival, MI6 station chief, who has become deeply enmeshed in Berlin's tumultuous underworld. Right from her landing, Lorraine senses she is being closely monitored by KGB agents. She finds herself engaging in a high-octane fight to escape, but her distrust for Percival grows, leading her to suspect he has ulterior motives. As her investigation unfolds, Lorraine learns about a Stasi officer, Spyglass, who memorized the entire list prior to its theft. He proposes a deal to MI6. If they can guarantee safe passage for him and his family to the West, he will willingly divulge the information they seek. Betrayals and double agents. Following the leads from Gascoigne's last movements, Lorraine encounters Delphine Lassalle, a young French spy who is equally invested in the investigation. A romantic bond begins to develop between the two, but Lorraine remains cautious about the motives of those around her. As the narrative progresses, Percival's behavior becomes increasingly suspicious and manipulative. He secretly eliminates Broughton to steal the list for personal gain, intending to sell it on the black market. He also ensnares Delphine in manipulations, convincing her that Lorraine cannot be trusted. In a bold move, Lorraine orchestrates an extraction for Spyglass using an anti-communist protest at Alexanderplatz as cover. Unfortunately, this operation goes awry when the KGB ambushes them. A brutally intense chase ensues, culminating in Spyglass being fatally shot. Lorraine's desperate attempts to save him fail, and he dies before they can cross the border to safety. The grim situation deepens when Lorraine discovers that Percival was responsible for Delphine's death, making it look like an accident. This revelation helps Lorraine understand that Percival is not merely behaving erratically, he is trying to eliminate threats to his scheme. The final showdown. Who is Satchel? Fueled by the desire for vengeance and clarity, Lorraine devises a trap for Percival, pretending to be compliant and willing to work with him. In a climactic twist, she catches him off guard and kills him, framing him as Satchel and providing MI6 with fabricated evidence aimed at diverting suspicion from herself. The film captivates audiences with its blend of espionage, betrayal, and action as Lorraine navigates a landscape fraught with danger, competing loyalties, and the overarching specter of Cold War anxiety. In a thrilling turn of events, it is unveiled that Lorraine Broughton is actually Satchel, the ultimate double agent who has been fabricating misinformation for the KGB while maneuvering her own agenda. This revelation shifts the narrative entirely as Lorraine embarks on a covert mission to Paris, where she encounters KGB agent Alexander Bremovic, who serves as her alleged handler. Rather than following through with a plan to transfer the critical intelligence list, Lorraine executes Bremovic and his associates, effectively severing her connections with the KGB and ensuring her autonomy. Just 3 days post-assassination, Lorraine makes her way to Langley, Virginia, delivering the genuine intelligence list to CIA agent Kurzfeld. This act reveals that Lorraine was never aligned with either MI6 or the KGB. Instead, she had been an operative for the CIA from the start. The plot twist showcases her as a master manipulator, reshaping allegiances to fit her personal narrative while outsmarting both rival intelligence agencies. Conclusion. With Percival dead, the coveted intelligence list secure, and the Cold War nearing its conclusion, Lorraine Broughton successfully cleanses her past and emerges as a resilient survivor. Boarding a plane with Kurzfeld, she departs from the chaotic remnants of Berlin. This moment coincides with the historic fall of the Berlin Wall, a significant symbol of the Cold War's end. Lorraine's journey emphasizes her cunning ability to navigate a treacherous world filled with lies and betrayals where only the most astute can thrive. Atomic Blonde stands out as a stylized spy thriller characterized by its fierce hand-to-hand combat, strategic double-crosses, and visually striking neon-lit landscapes of Berlin. By intertwining elements of Cold War espionage with a modern action thriller aesthetic, the film showcases an unpredictable protagonist who consistently outsmarts not only MI6 but also the KGB. Enhanced by a memorable 1980s soundtrack and exhilarating action sequences, Charlize Theron's fearless portrayal of Lorraine solidifies the film's unique position in the spy genre, highlighting the overarching theme that in the realm of espionage, appearance and reality often diverge. A Murder in Berlin. The narrative kicks off in November 1989, just days ahead of the transformative fall of the Berlin Wall. During this tumultuous period in East Berlin, MI6 agent James Gascoigne falls victim to an ambush orchestrated by KGB assassin Yuri Broughton, who cleverly absconds with a Swiss watch containing critical intelligence known as the List, a microfilm documenting every covert operative active within Berlin. The MI6 debriefing. Upon her return, Lorraine Broughton finds herself in an MI6 interrogation room, battered and bruised, facing inquiry from Eric Gray of MI6 and Emmett from the CIA concerning the troubles that marred her mission in Berlin. Her flashbacks reveal that MI6 had dispatched her to Berlin to both recover the stolen list and eliminate the traitor Satchel, whose duplicitous activities have endangered Western intelligence efforts. Arrival in Berlin and first fight. Upon arriving in West Berlin, Lorraine meets David Percival, the MI6 station chief. However, before they can coordinate, she is suddenly attacked by a cohort of KGB agents. In a fiercely choreographed battle set against the backdrop of neon lights, Lorraine demonstrates her elite combat prowess. Her subsequent interaction with Percival exposes his erratic nature, raising questions about his reliability in their ongoing mission. Investigating Gascoigne's death. Determined to unravel the intricacies of Gascoigne's demise, Lorraine embarks on a quest for answers, soon discovering his prior contacts with Spyglass, a Stasi officer who had memorized the list before it fell into dangerous hands. If Spyglass were to defect to the West, there was hope that the intelligence could be salvaged. The French spy. In a bustling nightclub, Lorraine encounters Delphine LaSalle, a naive French intelligence agent. Despite a growing romantic connection, Lorraine harbors doubts about Delphine's true intentions. Unbeknownst to Lorraine, Percival has clandestinely murdered Yuri Baktin, acquiring a crucial list that he intends to keep for himself, keeping this secret from both Lorraine and MI6. The extraction plan. Faced with escalating tensions, Lorraine and Percival devise a plan to extract Spyglass during a significant anti-communist protest in East Berlin. They secure forged passports and ensure safe passage to the West. As Spyglass and his family enter the protest, hoping to blend in with the crowd, the situation turns dire when the KGB ambushes them, igniting a ferocious street fight. The car chase and stairwell fight. Following this ambush, a heart-pounding car chase ensues as Lorraine strives to get Spyglass to safety. The adrenaline-filled sequence peaks in a striking one-take stairwell fight where Lorraine engages multiple KGB agents in a fierce, gory hand-to-hand skirmish. Despite her relentless efforts, Spyglass is shot and killed in the crossfire, and Lorraine barely escapes, emotionally scarred and physically drained. Percival's betrayal. Back in West Berlin, Lorraine uncovers the chilling truth: Percival has murdered Delphine to eliminate any loose ends relating to his betrayal. The revelation solidifies her understanding that Percival operates solely in his self-interest, aiming to sell the acquired list for his own gain. Craftily, Lorraine sets a trap for Percival, feigning a desire to collaborate before ultimately executing him and framing him as Satchel, providing MI6 with deceptive evidence to solidify her narrative. The truth about Satchel. As interrogations unfold, MI6 concludes that the case is resolved, pinning the role of the double agent onto Percival. Lorraine is exonerated and granted her freedom. However, in a stunning twist, it is disclosed that Lorraine herself is Satchel, the true double agent who has successfully manipulated MI6, the KGB, and the CIA throughout her covert operations. The final twist and Lorraine's escape. Subsequently, Lorraine travels to Paris, where she encounters Alexander Bremovic, the KGB leader who was once her handler. He is led to believe she has the authentic list. In a surprising turn, Lorraine ruthlessly kills Bremovic and his men, effectively severing her links to the KGB. Shortly after this bloody confrontation, she meets Emmett Korsfeld in Langley, Virginia, revealing that she has actually been working for the CIA all along. By handing over the real list, Lorraine demonstrates her true allegiance lies with the United States, not MI6 or the KGB. The film concludes with Lorraine boarding a plane accompanied by Korsfeld, symbolizing her intent to leave the Cold War behind as the Berlin Wall comes crashing down. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.